And that's the first thing they hear when they walk in the door. Hello, everybody.
Sorry, guys, I'm playing Dead Space.
Yep, Odds is playing Dead Space today. This is the Let's Talk Cost Shop podcast, and today we're going to talk about the last 6 months of WWE 2K24. Believe it or not, the game has been out for just 6 months, which is crazy.
And that's how. And thank you for saying that. That's how long it took for me to get my show going.
I did not.
And mine is still in the fucking workshop.
Technically, I didn't say either of those things. Thank you very much. Before you blame that on me. Because I know they're blaming that on me, and I'm not taking it today.
It's our thing.
I know. It's your thing to blame your shortcomings on me. Well, that got quiet fast. Anyway, this is the Let's Talk Cost Shop podcast.
You're the one that's short there, motherfucker.
I know, I'm the shortest one here. That's the funny part. And I'm average, so that means you guys are tall. Anyway,
the Lollipop Guild. We would like to welcome you to Munchkin Land.
Man. Ay. Okay. Today we're talking about the last, the first half of the year for the game, essentially. And hello,
the Joyful Penguin.
Hello, Joyful Penguin Geek. How you doing? Welcome in.
Hello.
So, and welcome back. So, do you remember you? You've been here before. Thank you. How you doing today? Hopefully you're having a great day. Today we are talking about the game, pretty much. This lovely 2K game. Shut up. Smartass. Oh, nice. So today we're talking about 2K24, where the game is right now, where we are right now with it, that kind of stuff. So far, most of the DLC has been released.
Actually, we have one left.
And there is one left. And that is the one that has DDP and some other legends in it. Which I'm looking forward to. Hey, what's going on, Wally? How you doing?
Wally.
Or has she been typing it? Wally.
Ain't fun anymore now that he figured it out.
I know.
It ain't fun anymore.
Oh, yes, there is a new DLC. There is a secret DLC coming with a new fiend.
Yes, and I think at this point we can confirm that it's DLC because of the fact that they've already set out their MyRise, plan, and none of it involves a fiend-based thing in any way.
That's good.
And for everybody to know, for the last pack that comes out in November, it's the WCW pack that with DDP, Iron Sheik, Mr. Perfect, Great Muta, and Lex Luger.
I think we all know what the first thing someone's going to do with the minute we have the Iron Sheik is. Break his back, make him humble, Baba.
make him humble. Which for Iron Sheik, we have not seen him in a wrestling game since SmackDown Here Comes the Pain.
It's been a long time. Wait.
Iron Sheik was not in the entire SBR franchise, the entire round of SBR games, and hasn't been around even now. This is the first time he's been back since Here Comes the Pain.
Wow.
which is going to be good to see him back.
Wait.
Great Muta coming in for the first time.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could really make a fairly decent Legends roster.
Yeah.
The hell? This must be one of the other randos. Alright. Anyway, I'm dashing Cody. Wait, where's Chaz at? I'm just gonna leave somebody on the screen for a little bit.
I think it's guaranteed. I think it's pretty much guaranteed that the new Fiend that was the Fiend that we were supposed to get is the one that is pretty much a DLC. It depends on whether it's going to be paid for or not.
Yeah.
They could just drop it as free DLC.
It'll probably be free DLC, most likely.
Yeah, more than likely.
And I'm hoping that's what they do with it, is make it free DLC. That'd be really cool to have an extra Fiend as free DLC and have it be the one that Bray was gonna do. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, pretty much what the Fiend was going to do before he what Bray was going to do before he died.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be really cool. Would also make GM mode a little more fun too.
Yeah.
Then you'd have another Fiend floating around. So we got that.
I'll say if that's what I was that's free DLC, that may or may not be the Bray Wyatt I threw into my universe mode.
Okay. Well, for me, gameplay wise, last year's game, every time there was a DLC or an update or whatever, I would have to redo my sliders and make changes because it would mess with the match flow and all that stuff. And I have to give them kudos. I think it only happened like once or twice this year, where
it has not happened once to me. I've had the same sliders since I put them in.
Oh, then you are very lucky. I had it happen twice, and I had to make slight tweaks to my sliders twice, but only twice. In 23, I was doing it once a month because they were doing updates like almost every 3 weeks. And the updates would completely change the gameplay, so I'd have to go in and redo stuff over and over and over and over and over. And thankfully, in 24, I've only had to do it twice, which has. So that's the thing.
People complain about the updates and shit. It's like, we never. Back in the older games, we never got updates.
Yeah, in the older games, we never got updates, and the difference between now and then is they're actually fixing some of the stuff that, like when they set up some of the DLC to release, in 23, it removed certain things that you could do and create a match. Like it removed options, and it happened this year too. But what I noticed recently was they added that whatever they removed back in on one of their patches. And I went, oh, you're actually, like, they're going in and they're fixing stuff. So
at least it wasn't the 2K20 problem where
the game just didn't work.
Or just to change the match rules, you have to actually make a fucking match.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. But I have
even though at the time argued with me on that.
I know. At the time, you threw me off my thought process. Damn you! Pretty much what I'm trying to say is I'm happy that I've only really had to make small changes twice, because last year in 23, I was making changes on the constant. And I didn't tell anybody this. I kept it quiet. It's not something I would openly talk about, but I was constantly going in and editing my sliders or changing my stat setup. I started out with nat stats. And then there was a point during 23 where level 100 worked. So I had everybody at 100. And then that stopped working. So I put them at my old at my 22 stats, which was where it's pretty much level 100, but your attacks are all at 30 and I think your finishers are at like 70 or something like that. Gives you longer matches. And at the time, better match flow. Now I tried doing a match with it. That's the first thing I tested, and it was like, oh no. I had a one-on-one match that lasted an hour. Normal match. No. So that went out the window fast. But now I have left everybody at nat stats the entire year. Haven't had to change that at all. I've only had to make, again, like I said, 2 changes that were minor tweaks to my sliders. And other than that, I've had no issues with the game. I had minor crashing at one point, but that was patched and fixed. So,
And speaking of crashing, everybody's experience is different.
Yeah.
Like with every game, just because one person experiences crashes doesn't mean everybody else does.
And I think part of the reason I'm not really experiencing it is I'm not on console. But that's another argument altogether.
That doesn't mean anything. I'm on console and I haven't had a crash.
All right, that's fair.
I've rarely had crashes.
Meanwhile, we have a friend whose game has probably crashed over 100 times already this year.
That's why I'm saying
everyone has different experiences.
Yes, everybody has their own experiences. Not one person is alike.
Yep.
I'm just here where I basically just don't really ever push the game to its limit. So basically, well, okay. I shouldn't say that because I do have my own worries with bugs where it's like if I use the triangle button to delete images, that glitched the game out.
Huh.
And by that I mean literally it glitched out my logos where it's like if you saw the results on one of my live streams where basically I was just chilling there and I just see one of the characters from a buddy of mine came out with the wrong face texture.
Huh. I'm sorry. That's kind of a funny. It's a funny glitch. It's like,
oh yeah, I think you saw that match because your car was in it.
I think so. I didn't realize it though. I didn't realize they had the wrong face texture, but that's funny.
Yeah, literally, that person had.
What? Kyle. That person had what? Kyle, your internet. Internet said no.
Through everything.
They went through everything? They did what through everything?
Yeah, pretty much. Now I just go through my entire logos and shit like that. So
okay.
I have to delete them one by one now rather than anything else.
Well, that's something I've been doing since 20 because that was an issue in 20. But this year I actually tried doing that mass deletion thing and it actually worked and I've had success with it. I haven't lost any logos, thankfully. By doing that, when you delete someone and they go, do you want to remove their logos too? Say yes, and it'll remove them, and I don't have an issue. But, again, this goes back to Oz's point, which is everyone has a different experience. Let's see. I'm just happy this year. So, the Joyful Penguin Geek says, I'm just happy this year they got rid of most locking things behind my faction, because last year that was annoying. And I have to give them kudos for that too. I'm happy that mostly everything in the game is not locked behind my faction.
About that.
Mostly.
Most everything, not everything. Okay. Do you think they will fix the bald cause glitch?
Here's
Probably
the thing about that. When it's not even a glitch.
Really?
It's not even a glitch. What the ball, especially the original one, the original quote bald caw glitch is not even a glitch. It's the caw used a hair glitch. So one of the patches made it so any caw that used that hair glitch now goes to be a cue ball. So any caw that used the hair glitch because the caw instantly goes to become a cue ball.
Well, and that actually, I believe that happened with one of our friends. He uploaded a character that had 2 different hair types, and it was glitched out. And of course, you went to do a match, and all of a sudden, guess what? She doesn't have any hair. So they just kind of patched it out because I guess it was causing issues.
Gee, a glitch causes issues. I would never have guessed.
Yeah. I had no idea a glitch caused issues in the game.
Now you know.
Now you know, and knowing's half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Like, what have you guys experienced with the game so far in the last 6 months?
Other than the aforementioned thing I mentioned?
Yeah.
Nothing really. I haven't really ever tested anything except for like one face.
So far with segments, I have to do a new style of getting the segments because if you do the preview and press it to play, these segments will chop up.
Oh, so
the segments will be choppy.
Yeah.
And stutter. So this time around, this previous episode, I pretty much just set everything up, didn't go into the segment itself, and just let it, and as the damn thing plays on a loop, record it that way,
and then crop it.
Yeah, and then crop it that way.
That's actually that's what I do for when I do my edits and I have the cutscenes and whatnot, and you have all like those attack scenes and all that stuff. It's cropped. I don't ever do the preview anymore because I stopped doing the preview in 22 because I heard, I think it was Q. I was in a party with you, Q, and a few other people, and I heard him say, "Yeah, I just cropped the image." I went, "Wait, what? That's a thing?" He goes, "Yeah, I've always done it that way. It's faster." I was like, what?
No, with 22, I always did the preview and did it and did it properly with the preview and just press the play so I get the timing right. Because of the way they have done it now with the stuttering, I had making it look like you're recording the damn thing on a on a freaking CD that's scratched.
Yep. Well, they also make.
I had to switch to
the cropping.
I had to switch to the cropping.
Well, they also, when it comes to that, what I've noticed is that they also made that preview screen smaller. They put that bar over it that actually made it a wide screen, so you have to zoom in even further on the crop now. I'm just like, This takes the quality down even farther than I'm already losing a ton of quality by zooming in. Now I'm losing even more. It's like, come on, guys. Have the preview bar under it and have the entire scene showing on the preview, please.
Or just increase the size of the preview screen.
That would be great.
And give us the preview screen back like we had in 19.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a novel concept.
Maybe a physical disc glitch, because when you're loading into the match, the bottom bar loads, then the loading screen logo in the bottom, and it just says start match on my game. The loading logo never goes away, even when I press my player, it still shows the loading logo, but just says start match. I've been actually having that in Universe. If you're talking about in Universe, Penguin, I have that in Universe myself, where like when I go to start a match, it'll still be loading, and I have to physically just hit start match, and it starts. So I think that's just an in-game thing, because mine is not on a disc. Mine is a downloaded copy.
Yeah, I can't say anything about Universe mode because I haven't touched it yet fully, because I'm waiting for the last DLC in order to make a universe.
Yeah, I can actually show you. Like, I still have the loading screen when I go in, so we go in there. Yeah, you're not the only one here.
So pretty much, I can't add anything to the Universe mode conversation.
Actually, let's go here. We'll go to my custom Raw. So if I go to tonight's show, I can go to a match, right? I do like this. They did add something in where you can actually go up to a match. Let's say I don't care about any of this stuff, right? And I just want to watch a match. Let's say I wanted to watch this world title match. I could simulate to match now, which is something that we didn't have the ability to do even when the game first came out. So this is actually kind of cool. I'm glad they added this in. So it'll simulate everything up to the world title match. When did Punk become? Oh wait, we don't have a champion yet. That's right. So I forgot. I removed all my championships and I haven't even started this yet.
Nice belt that you're using for the W Championship.
Oh
That is
yeah,
pretty cool.
I did the same thing. I took this one. I made a custom one with the white strap for the women. So the women actually have the same belt with a white strap.
Ooh.
Yeah. Did some other stuff with the light heavyweight belt and the tag championships too. Was thinking I might actually stream a few of these. So that's coming up at some point. Random WWE.
And before anyone asks, no, I'm not going to be streaming my universe when I get it going.
Man.
I'm stingy.
Bastard.
Plus, I have other reasons I can say off camera.
I already know why, so. Yeah, but look, see, it's still going. It's still going, and I'll select my character, and it still goes, Penguin. See it? There it is. Still doing the thing where it's saying it's loading. Ooh, Nitro Thunder and Saturday Night. Ooh, nice.
I think I did that in 22.
All right, so yeah, it still loads, and you just hit accept.
That in 22. This year for my universe, I'm thinking of possibly doing two, but one with WCW, WWE, and ECW, and one just the Ruthless Aggression era.
Ooh, that would be cool.
I'm thinking of that because my first idea was for Raw, SmackDown, ECW, and WCW. And then I just talked myself out of it because it's like that doesn't really make any sense doing ruthless aggression and all them at the same time.
Yeah, I just did kind of
that's kind of spreading the roster thin.
Yeah. I just picked random characters. So I need them for a test anyway, so that was my thought process.
For me, I just went for basically just going for basically Raw and SmackDown, and just basically putting whoever on the game roster I wanted into the universe mode. Oh, I did.
Yeah, and obviously you have to have on your roster Julius.
Goddamn,
Julius.
You don't draft a certain roster based on the era.
I don't do it like Rage does.
Oh, okay. I just kind of drafted. I think I used SmackDown I used Raw as a base, and then I drafted a custom roster on top of it. So got rid of people, left the same number of people that were on the show, but I got rid of certain people and added certain people in. It's like you got this guy right here. And I didn't book any of this. This is all universe. I have to say, Bad Blood was freaking crazy.
Yes, it was. I know at some point we're actually going to be doing a special Let's Talk Call Shop podcast, just talking about everything surrounding the wrestling business.
Yep.
For a future special episode to keep it fresh, but yes, Bad Blood was amazing.
It was awesome. Go to my mixer here and turn the game down. There we go. That's better. Now it's not
a dream for last DLC would be us getting DDP's WCW theme, but that's never gonna fucking happen.
I'd like that.
That's never gonna happen ever in life.
I want the pink Cadillac entrance.
Good luck.
I know. I want that from WCW. DDP and the pink Cadillac.
Technically, I believe wasn't that WWE? He used the pink Cadillac. That was DDP's pink Cadillac for freaking gosh dang Honky Tonk Man.
I think so. Ooh.
And for anybody that's young, the reason DDP's WCW theme is never going to happen is because WCW got in trouble. WCW got in trouble for themes like DDP's theme song and Raven's theme song which is why they're played over on the Peacock version or even the W Network version because DDP's theme song you've heard before.
Really?
It's an instrumental version of Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana.
Oh wow.
So Nirvana obviously was fucking not too happy about that.
No. I wonder why.
So yeah, those themes are never coming back. And you're never going to hear them again, which is why I say that would be a pipe dream to hear them again.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not happening.
That's funny.
And I forget what Raven's theme was. That pretty much was a play off of some other theme song. It was something.
Yeah. It was something. It was something. We don't know what the something was, but it was definitely something.
I forget what song it was. I remember DDP's is because immediately once you hear "Smells Like Teen Spirit," the opening guitar riff is DDP's fucking theme song. If you listen to "Smells Like Teen Spirit," immediately once you hear that's you're hearing DDP's theme song.
That's hilarious.
If you actually play them back to back, you'll notice.
Okay. Why is Seth Skier trying to blind me right now?
Because Seth, for some reason, decided for some fucking reason he wanted to look like a freaking gosh dang mix between the Joker and
Pink Panther
and the Pig Panther. I was going to say a member of the ambiguously gay duo, but
gosh dang it. Waiting for that. I was half waiting for you to say something like that. I was like, oh god, here we go. He's gonna get me canceled.
Oh, fuck it. Who's trying to cancel anybody anymore?
His WWE theme. Personally.
Oh, by 1,000,000% is WWE theme.
I actually...
That is like saying what's better, Rob Van Dam's WWE theme or TNA theme.
Oh no, the WWE theme.
That's not even a freaking question. Yeah, that freaking stupid bullshit. The whole fucking you. It's like whoever came up with that needs to be shot.
I actually made the Legendary Beast theme. It was supposed to be kind of a... it was modeled after the Undisputed Era's theme.
No shit.
Yeah. God,
the
obvious as hell.
Reference there, motherfucker.
Yep. Oh. Alright, that looks nice. Okay. Anyway. But yeah, that loading screen thing is an actual thing. So.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else we want to report on the game, or do we want to go ahead and get to topic number 2? So it's been about 30.
Other than the fact that at the beginning creating arenas was a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, that's true. Creating arenas at this... I haven't really had any issues with it lately.
I haven't either. Making the Halloween arena for the next episode was a lot easier than making all the arenas were.
Yeah.
I think for me, like the only I tried to change the floor for one of my arenas and I just kept crashing. I'm just like, fuck it.
You pretty much had to treat in the beginning create an arena like you did with create a wrestler in 2K22.
Yeah. That's true.
Which is why it took me 6 months to freaking get started. Other than the freaking cause, because it took so long to get everybody to get the freaking creative cause.
Nice.
Anyway.
Okay. Don't create the arenas, you just get them from CC, which works. There's a lot of really good arena creators out there on CC who make some really nice
is one
arenas.
of the best. I'm just gonna say this right now. Catchomania, and then also someone in call named Luis Bates.
Mm-hmm.
But also Jenna's pretty good.
Yeah, so those are the other belts. Just wanted to touch on that because we talked about it real quick. But yeah. The women's tag championships is the red one. So it was blue, and I was like, I'm just going to recolor it red.
I kind of figured.
You did? I didn't know you did. I mean,
that is
women's
so
belts had white
seamless.
straps. I'm just like, this man went the lazy WWE approach.
Pretty much.
I did.
Even though they're not doing that anymore. Did you see that damn fucking championship belt?
Oh my god, that belt looks amazing.
That is freaking beautiful.
But it sounds like it's not going to be a title that they're going to defend. It's just, this is yours.
It's pretty much a Champions of Champions belt.
Yeah. It's a really nice
which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
Especially when it's possible that Tiffany may cash in at freaking gosh dang Clash at the Castle. I mean, freaking Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
Especially if it's Nia versus Liv.
Yep. Oh god. So she's gonna cash in. Does that mean that Dominic's gonna somehow get involved? That would be funny as hell.
Well, Dom and now Raquel Rodriguez.
Yep. Now there's two that can get involved.
And I can picture Raquel doing the power bomb, leaving Nia laying, and then unless they switch the belt and by then.
Yeah.
And then have Tiffany run out and cash in.
Mm-hmm.
Because they've already been setting up for it.
Yeah. So, well, whenever she does cash in, it's gonna be interesting to see.
Mm-hmm.
It's like every time she runs out to do it, the audience goes freaking nuts. And then it doesn't happen, and then it's like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
They've got to pull the trigger and pull it soon, because before, if they keep doing it, people are going to get tired of it.
Nah, they're doing it right.
Yeah. Didn't she pretty much get caught by Nia today, though? Like, Nia saw her and was just like, really?
She just like looked at her like, bitch, you thought.
Yeah, that one was freaking funny. Because the referee was down.
Wake up, I need to cash in. Oh shit, she sees me. Whoops. I mean, stay down. Are you okay?
Are you okay, sir? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just making sure he's okay. Don't worry, I'm not trying to cash in on your belt or anything like that. Even though it's gonna be mine. It's like, goddamn. Alright. Are we ready to switch gears to topic number 2 for today?
I'm down.
Alright. Wait, do you guys think that a rumored women's mid-card championship is coming, and which do you think is revealed first, the IC or the US belt?
I have no idea.
There's my answer. No, I don't think it's happening.
I think it would depend on how big their women's roster gets. If the roster is big enough to support a mid-card title, I could see them doing it.
The problem is it's not.
Then they're
it doesn't support a mid-card championship.
Yeah. Then they probably won't do it.
NXT did because because of how the roster was.
Yeah. How many women they had on the roster? It's NXT.
How many women they have on the roster, and how in the fact that they want to give people time to work.
I think that if those kids were to move up though, and if they were to have more, like if they had a roster the size of the NXT women's roster on the main roster, on both shows, then I could see them bringing in mid-card titles.
Currently, right now, their goal as you can clearly as you can see is not that.
Yeah.
They clearly they're working on the tag division.
Yeah.
And now that the Lucha Brothers are held up, the main way they're doing that now is bringing up the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah.
Rather than having them go to NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Which may be better for them.
I think it will be better for them if they go straight to the main roster to build the tag division or help it. Do you guys think they'll actually do a hard brand split? Or have they actually done a hard brand split? Or I'm getting crickets right now.
The brand split is already there.
Okay. I
touch each other.
I really only get to watch the pay-per-view, so it's like I don't know if I have to. I'm asking because that's a question that I don't know. I'm actually going back right now and I'm watching last month's shows on Peacock. I'm watching the replays on Peacock now to try and get caught up. And I'm always a month behind, so it's like I'm a month behind watching the shows, and then it's fun times. So I'm a month behind. I see a pay-per-view, I'm like, oh, that's cool. I get to watch what led up to this here in the next month before the next pay-per-view. It's the one thing I wish that their partnership with Peacock, I wish that they would have had like something where they aired the shows on there too or something. I know other sports that do that where they air their shows on Peacock and on the other live TV channels that they're on. But I kind of wish they would have done that. Sorry if I'm talking over you guys. I'm trying not to.
No, it is unacceptable.
What?
I was like, nah, you're good.
What an odds?
Oh, it is unacceptable.
You smart ass.
Unacceptable!
Unacceptable! How dare you talk over us?
Unacceptable!
Alright. We're moving on to our next topic. Our next topic that we had two topics set for today. Today we were going to talk about the game so far, which is what we've done, and where we're at right now, and all that stuff, and how it went, or how 2024 has been for us. Now we're going to switch gears, and we are going to talk about something car-related, and that is... Wait, what? We're going to talk about something car-related on the Let's Talk Car Shop podcast? Wait, what? Really?
God, what a novel concept!
Yeah. That is kind of this weird, wacky territory system called CAW. Because you have a whole bunch of different shows. We're going to talk about instances right now where we've had characters on shows where they've either been a baby face on one show and a heel on another, and we're going to talk about how we managed that and played the same character as both a good guy on one show and a bad guy on another at the same time.
So who wants to start this part of this one off?
I mean, I could go first, or Odds, if you want to go first, that's fine. Or Samurai, do you want to go first? Do you want to kick us off?
I can, if my area will allow.
You know, I think we will allow you. You may talk. No, just kidding. Yeah, you can go first.
All right. Pretty much for me, the one instance I have this so far is Mr. Danny Wells.
Okay.
Basically, the fact is that Danny, well, if you didn't watch LTD last night, Danny just turned heel by basically dropping Kelly Maddox on that stack of dimes she calls a neck.
Yep. That did
for
just
reasons
happen.
that will be discussed another day, because the heel turn is literally still fresh in everyone's mind.
Exactly. It's brand new.
So, the other one I can think off the top of my head is that currently there's one like company that had basically an invasion angle, and they asked me to join in on it as Kyle Young is like the heel of that one.
Ooh, okay. Because I mean,
basically, Kyle's just kind of running their dojo pretty much, but he was part of their invading force.
God, I really wish Rick was watching right now, so he could chime in and say, "I knew it! I knew it all along!"
He can shut the hell up, because fucking hell, it's only one company out of how many?
I'm only saying it as a joke.
I know. Don't worry about it.
And I'm actually going to cover why I'm saying it.
But for me, it's more the fact that I just gotta basically make sure that it works for that particular company or that particular storyline.
So how are you making him a heel over there? Because most everywhere Kyle he is the baby face who is
essentially
overcoming the odds.
Let's put it this way, Kyle is an authority figure. Basically, he's there to enforce the will of the regime currently in charge.
Oh shit. So he's just like, well, they want me to do this, so I'm gonna do this. Wait, what? But that's basically immoral.
And then essentially he's in charge of getting people brought up, essentially.
Okay.
But then also, well, he has to then basically help like those who willingly side with basically invaders, give them the opportunities, and then you've got the people who are basically obviously trying to get the show back on track. They're the ones that basically he's trying to basically silence. And currently he's going into a match at, I believe it's their WrestleMania, where basically it's a steel cage match with a former general manager. So basically, Kyle about to basically be like, yeah, this is my show now, motherfucker.
Dang.
I see you, motherfucker. You pull up Kyle Young. All right, yep.
Just so people know who we're talking about.
Yeah, this guy, the dad.
Yeah, the wrestling dad.
The wrestling father.
With dad jokes and all.
Goddamn.
I need to start having Kyle just start cracking dad jokes and promos.
You really should. That would be fucking hilarious. Hey, I got a joke for you, and he tells him a joke, and you're just like, what?
It's like Leon just like, Dad, shut up.
Yeah, Dad, please don't tell that joke around my friends anymore. Give him Leon. Leon rolling his eyes.
I'm just figuring out this new thing called X.
It's Twitter, Dad. You started your career with that shit.
But it's brand new. It's so different. No, it's the same thing.
I'm also learning this new thing called Dick Sword.
God damn it!
Mom does.
Hold on, let me actually here. Said he's heel, right?
I want to know about that.
Edit. What's the most? What's?
Oh my gosh!
It's like no, it's Discord. Please don't ever say Dick Sword ever again. Okay, Dad. Never. There we go.
And then this is the tag team attire, which you still have yet to use, there, Beetle.
I actually set it up to use it, and Universe decided not to. So thank you very much.
lazy bastard.
No!
I mean, what?
No, I set Universe up to actually use the fucking attire, and then it changed it last minute on me.
Ah, gotcha.
Ah,
Still lazy bastards.
Yeah.
And he was too lazy to go in there and change
Lazy
it.
bastard, I'm calling 2K the lazy bastards.
Yeah, 2K are the lazy bastards on this one. They swapped it after I changed it. I changed it, started the show, we got all the way to that match, and then the freaking game didn't save the option I chose. So, whatever attire you have to use, by the way, in Universe has to be in slot 1. Otherwise, it won't select it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we were just talking about the game so far, and now we're talking about so a little recap. We were talking about the game so far to kind of like the different nuances about it and whatnot. What we've noticed over the last 6 months. What we're looking forward to with the special DLC and the planned DLC that are coming out. And now we are talking about running characters in different federations where in one fed they're a face and in another they're a heel. And our current topic right now is this man on the screen, the wrestling dad, Kyle Young.
Yeah.
In all of his many dad jokes.
I think that's going to be his new. That needs to be Kyle's new gimmick moving forward. He needs to be the wrestling dad. He does. It needs to happen. I need this in my life. Where his promos always include a dad joke, and then you just have Leon in the back going, "Oh my god, who's letting him talk?"
I'll say, well, that's all I got for examples. Beetle or Odds. Who's next?
Ooh. Odds, I will let you go, and then I'll go after.
I don't really have many examples.
Really? Of running a face in one fed and a heel in another?
Phoenix has always been a heel.
What about Chris?
Chris at times has done that, being a heel in one fed and a face in another, but that's basic Chris affair.
Yeah.
That ain't anything Chris hasn't done before.
Do you have anybody else who could have been a face in one fed and a heel in another that you can think of, or
not any right now that's.
It doesn't have to be current.
It may come up in the future.
Okay.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Hint, hint, wink, wink. All right.
Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Do a Phoenix heel promo.
Because most of the stuff that I have, or most of the stuff that I've done, even though they don't have to, some of the people that involved turn face or heel on somebody else's show afterwards anyway.
Yeah.
To match my show, so it doesn't.
So they watch your show, they see what you're doing, and they're like, "Oh, this character is now a bad guy. All right, cool. They're gonna turn bad on my show."
Unless your Mob's show, but he's a special occasion.
Okay.
Which I may tell that story at some point. Mob, the reason Lioness turned heel in the first place.
We need to get Mob in here for one of those. For one of these. We need to do a interview of Mob in 2020. It needs to happen.
Needs to.
It does. We also need to get Blaze in here. So Blaze, if you see this on the replay, hit me up.
What was Phoenix's best heel promo?
Ooh, there you go.
Any of them during his belt connoisseur run when he was the heavyweight champion of the world? That is blatantly easy. I loved every minute of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Especially knowing that this is gonna really get Cal going.
Yep, it did. Yep, it did.
No, let's go to where is that special person that we're talking about right now? Here we go.
Like, this is gonna get Cal. This is gonna get Cal going. This is gonna piss him off.
Apparently, that's just the thing now. It's like, just to see if you could piss me off.
It's not even just you. I knew I was gonna piss everybody off.
But still, it's like the main focus was me, but you knew as soon as I got pissed off, more people are gonna follow suit.
What's the most annoying attire he has? This one right here.
The best part of American Phoenix's belt connoisseur run was when it started. Was when it started at When Worlds Collide.
Oh yeah, that fucking thing.
That was hilarious.
Where basically you're just like, hold up. We've talked about this at length before. Just to quickly summarize it, you basically just had fucking Phoenix, a guy probably no one's gonna see, but no one's seen before, and then just basically give him the longest goddamn intro.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It was because at that point it wasn't Masters of the. It wasn't I Rule the Universe. It was the one after. It was the one after that. It was the one where he's talking about him getting his kingdom back after he just lost the world title.
Oh God, yeah, I remember those.
He played that, and then right afterwards, it was the Reagan speech.
It was the Reagan speech, and then it was just the American made.
And then starting the music.
God, I remember using the Reagan speech this year for one of the pay-per-views, and he got the biggest mixed reaction that I've ever gotten for a call during the entrance. Because it played, and you had half the people in there going, yes! You had half the people in there going, oh, luckily Feet was there, and you hear this chorus of boom, just like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, you have Feet sitting there like, oh, this fucking motherfucker.
Yeah, Feet hates the American Phoenix.
Fucking asshole.
Feet hates Phoenix. I'm just like, yes. I
swear to God, I swear, I'm gonna say this right now, odds. If you ever send Phoenix to my show again, I hope you know his actual debut will probably be the same, like a bit as the longest entrance we can give him. Just so that we can basically just give him the most heat on his introduction.
Oh, you know what I would do? I would make the fake SCD Universal whatever blah 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 world title.
That was during the belt connoisseur. Where every time he defended the CPW world title, he freaking brought out another belt to say he won another belt.
So with Roman's current, with that 3-person entrance, I would have him walk out with, like, if you could get, I would get Holly from Rage, because she's a big America Everything fan, right? So you get her.
I know what you're doing.
And you take Freedom's Reign. Her and Freedom's Reign walk out with Phoenix, right? And have him do the whole Roman thing, right? Give Freedom's Reign the Paul Heyman look, so it looks like he's praying to Phoenix when he's at the
no, that'd be Holly.
Steps. Oh, okay. Give Holly the Heyman bit.
If I did that, that'd be Holly.
Okay.
She'd be the one praying to the American Phoenix.
Yeah. Give her that, and then have Freedom's Reign with him too, and do the whole Reagan thing where you have the Reagan speech, and it takes for fucking ever, and then you hear American made, and then it starts, and he walks out, and it just takes 5 minutes for him to get to the ring. So it's got
red, white, and blue running through his veins.
Mm-hmm.
It could be the most fun shit on the planet to do that. I already know if Feet fucking tunes into this, or if Rage tunes into this. Rage gonna be like, hell yeah.
Phoenix's thing is always fun. Yeah, Phoenix's thing is always fun because immediately once you hear the Reagan speech, the entire chat goes into boos. Boo! Yep. It's like they know who it is.
It's like they know who's coming. Like that's
the thing. Like
that's him. It's like, oh my god, I can't believe this asshole.
Enough that once it starts, you know who's coming to the ring.
Yeah. It's like, good lord, Phoenix.
I could use like similar for Elijah, but I gotta find a speech that's appropriate, or something that's appropriate for him.
Yeah, this guy. What was your guys' reaction to Sky's debut? And do you like the design of her outfit and entrance motion? I think Diamond Sky is a amazing character. Like, yeah, Sky is. I was so happy today with the outcome of that match, AJ. I was watching it going, I kind of want her to win because she's been struggling this year on the show. So I'm watching that match going, oh, this is great. This can build her some momentum. She needs it. And then she won, and I was like, yes. So I put her in that tag, in the tag team, and they were struggling this year. And her and Sarah were just on the struggle bus. Like, they would get all the way to the tag titles, and then I'd record the match, and they'd end up losing it. And I think they had like 2 or 3 shots, and I was like, okay, I've got to get them away from the tag team division, because every time I get them close to the titles, it doesn't work. So it's like, all right, cool. Singles division again. She's won a title. She's on a roll again. But yeah, I have to say, you did an awesome job on her. And yeah. Where is the gentleman that I'm talking about today? Pipsqueak, where are you? Ah.
Pipsqueak.
Yep.
The man Phoenix knows all too well.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's also why I love Phoenix. The most pettiest son of a bitch on the planet.
Yes.
He is fun to play as, and he's fun to get people hating on him.
And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I believe that if Delvin can hold on to the Cruiserweight World Championship just a few more episodes, we are up for a rematch of the Never-Ending Story.
I love it!
Read the Never-Ending Story.
If I do it, though, I'm going to do it right. And I'm actually going to record that match. That's going to be freaking Phoenix taking for fucking ever to get to the goddamn ring. But so we're talking about playing a character on if you're just coming in, and if you've came in mid-conversation, what we're talking about right now is playing a character as a face on one show and a heel on another show at the same time. So same character, different federations. One is a face, one is a heel, and kind of trying to manage that and manage those, and how you get across to the fans or the viewers that over here he's a good guy, and then over there he's a bad guy. So Delvin is going to be my example, because last year he was my top heel. Last year he was my top heel. He was my world champion. He was running around, hiding behind these giants. He hid behind Mike Wasson for a little while. He hid behind Dougal. He would hide behind pretty much anybody who he could get to listen to him. He'd hide behind so that he wouldn't have to lose his belt. That was how he retained his title, and I knew that if I did
and
it
then
that
also,
way,
and then also, if I remember correctly, also basically trying to poke the bear with Kyle Young by basically enlisting the managerial services of Akira Young.
that happened too.
Yeah, but that was proven that she did that voluntarily.
Oh fucking hell!
This is not the fucking time to be odds Cornette.
Not the time to go into character.
that was the best part of that entire angle was was me sitting there like but she's doing that she's doing that willingly and Kyle's over there willingly. Like,
and then I think me and Beal are just sitting there like, no, she's not. She's fucking dissatisfied with all this.
Yeah, she's not happy with this. She's not happy with any of this. She doesn't like her outfit either. Oh my god. That was another fun one. I made sure she had like a very revealing outfit that I knew would like probably piss Kyle off. It was like
the character, not me.
Yeah.
I was just. I think you came to me first about it. You're just like, hey, do you want me to do this? I'm like, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I came to you first, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna give him this attire. I'm gonna give her this attire. It's gonna look really risque, and she's gonna be Delvin's manager, and. You went a little further with the story, if I remember right, because we were talking about it. You had an idea that was like a little farther than I wanted to go, and I was like, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about the idea that went too far.
Yeah, it went a little too far, and I went, no, we're not doing that. But what we ended up doing was he had her parade around pretty much as his secretary, and he had her at ringside as his enforcer and had her helping him retain the belt a few times, and she actually played an integral role in his reign lasting as long as it did. But what I would have happen was they would get backstage, and she would always try to escape, but Delvin would always have some sort of plan up his sleeve. It was like he was manipulating her, almost like, if you don't listen, something bad is going to happen to Kyle. And that,
or something's bad is going to happen to Leon, or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was something.
It was so funny. I think we basically just like wrote it off as basically like, I think like, was it Mika or was it Betty that pretty much like said told the character, don't fucking listen to him. He's not actually going to do any of this.
I believe it was Betty that had said it, because what Delvin was doing at the time was in CPW. He had just joined Bane's Mafia. So he's running around in a suit and tie, and he's a member of the CPW Mafia. And then I had a few members on my show, so I had them being his bodyguard. He had Zepeda, and he had somebody else. Jesse James. He had Zepeda and Jesse James at one point, both like as his bodyguards, and because I was still doing stuff in 22 at the time as well. So I was trying to blur the lines a little bit. Yo, it's Blaze.
It's your Blaze.
Yo, what's up, Blaze?
Also F Blaze.
And hashtag FCal.
Hashtag F Blaze. And also hashtag F odds.
So
because both of you want to keep
odds is the leader of GM mode. Acknowledge me.
Goddamn. Anyway, so he's running around, right? He's running around as a heel on my show, as a heel on CPW, and he was a heel in SCD as well, if I remember correctly. So he's heel in all of our shows. But our buddy Q was starting BMH back up, and Delvin, when he was over there to begin with, was a babyface. So when he started up his shows again, Delvin was still a babyface there. So I had to pivot back to being the babyface when I was over there, and then when I would get to my own show, I'd have to pivot back to being the heel that was like this vicious, almost Roman-like character. And I think the out on my show, because I got tired of doing it, because it takes a lot to balance being a face and a heel in two places, or in two different shows, because I had to remind myself, okay, I'm on BMH, I'm a face tonight. So I had to like watch my promos, and I accidentally slipped a few times. And we're actually going to get into this because we talked about it earlier when we had Kyle on the screen.
Doesn't bother me.
I know. I slipped and I blurred the lines of the stories by accident. I didn't do it on purpose. I did it on accident. And Hugh had Phoenix, who we also just had on the screen. Yeah, Blaze, you missed it. The American penis was on the screen. Anyway,
we can't have a penis on screen. We'll get taken off YouTube.
I said Phoenix.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. Oh, I did. Oops. Anyway, no, I know what I said. Anyway,
Oh shit.
I said it on purpose too. Yep.
Okay.
That went south fast.
It did. Also, because of my internet cut me off. Let's acknowledge these nuts.
Gosh dang it. So, Phoenix, at the time, stole Delvin's sword. Delvin walks out with that sword that, you're like, there's only one person who can use the sword entrance. Yeah, well, on my show, this is the guy that holds the sword. Phoenix stole it. So, I had Delvin was a face, Phoenix was messing with him and whatnot. My dumbass blamed it on Kyle Young because of what was going on in my storyline. So I was like, I'm blaming it on Kyle. Not thinking...
It was funny.
Yeah, it was funny as hell because Rick leaned into it.
Rick grabbed it and ran with it like it was a baton on a fucking relay.
Yep. Like, oh yeah, that Kyle, he's a dirtbag. God damn.
Kyle Young is a fornicator.
I think, and the problem was also at that same time, there was also like, what was it, the Angel Fire story with Kyle? Like the whole, told them what happened.
Angel Fire.
So it just exacerbated the whole issue.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's like, all this stuff's pointing at Kyle, and Delvin's like, I know it was you! I know it was you! He sounded like he was crazy, and I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing here, I think I messed up. That's where I messed up on that storyline, but we sort of fixed that eventually. But the fun part was, I had people from my show going over there and watching, because I was sharing it out whenever he was live, because I would jump in a commentary, right? And I had Delvin playing a baby face, and we were doing an angle over there, and someone shows up, and Phoenix or Delvin walks out, and they start booing him while the show's going on, and I'm just like, no, he's a face! Stop! He's a good guy over here. It was funny. They did it, and then I think one of you guys jumped in and went, why are you booing Delvin? What did he do? I was laughing my ass off. Sitting in the back going, oh, you haven't seen my show in a while, have you? It was funny. I was like, he's not a baby face on my show, but yeah. That was my experience with doing it. And if I were ever to do it again where I have a character who's a face on one show and a heel on another, and I think I've even told you guys this, I'm cool with my characters being face or heel, however they work on the show, Yo, what's up, Fiery?
Yo, what's up, Fiery?
So, like I said, I'm cool with my characters being face or heel. It doesn't matter what they are on someone's show as long as it works. If I ever were to do that again though, where I had to like pick playing a face or a heel on different people's shows, I would probably have a log of it, so I know that when I go to a certain channel, my character is a face, and I need to act accordingly. You know,
That makes sense.
that's something that I wish I would have done back then. Like, I wish I would have just stayed playing the baby face back then, and not blurred the lines in the story. Like, I wish I would have just kept playing the face during the storyline, and it probably would have worked out a little better. But it worked out in the end. I mean, the payoff for that angle was good. And it's not like it's not an angle that we haven't done before.
And it's not like we already said how many times we've done it here on this very podcast.
Exactly.
You guys have done this dance forever.
Yep.
And we'll continue to do it forevermore.
Yeah, those two might actually clash coming up. So,
A funny thing to think about, like, if these two continue to clash, I'm just waiting for the day that they both are set to retire. If they retire matches against each other, and then they just say, "Fuck it, no, we're not done yet."
God.
Never
Around.
The fake retirement. The fake final match between the two of them.
The fake final match, it just goes into another fucking round.
Yeah, it just starts a whole
never-ending story.
At that point, I'm pretty sure until you both retire as call creators, those two will never stop fighting.
Yep.
Not at this point, they're not.
Gotta love how much room I've got, right?
Yeah, so if you guys are asking to join his show, just take a note of how many spots he's got.
Yeah, I got 2 literally left over. Fiery knows one of these people. Where is she? Hey, Fiery knows that person. And that one too. Yeah, but that was my experience with trying to play a heel and a face on 2 different shows.
Where basically one of them, basically blurred the lines on a show so much. Fucking Kyle Young became the most John Cena he's ever been in his whole career.
Yep. He was the ultimate in-betweener in BMH. But in BMH, I mean, let's face it, it's a heel company. It really is.
Basically, yes.
The man tried putting over Sabrina, and I think who was it? Rick that went oh hell no, or was it his entire channel?
Yes,
it was Rick. Okay.
Yes, it was Rick.
I think only one on that show that even remotely supports Sabrina in any capacity.
You are.
Yep.
You are literally the only person that supports Sabrina.
All right. This leads to a secondary or a spin-off on this topic. If you were playing a character, like, on 2 shows, one show you were a face, one show you were a heel, what are the takeaways, and how would you go about it better the second time around?
Let's go in reverse order of how we answered this before. So
okay.
So Beal, you answer it first.
All right. For me, what I learned is that I need to not blur the lines, and that I have to really just make sure that whichever character I'm playing, I might want to do it in 2 different communities, you know? So play the heel character for Kelly Mavericks in the LTD universe and over there. And then if I were to send him to somebody else, let's say Q or someone else where they needed a baby face, and I'm playing him as a baby face, I'll play him as a baby face over there. And I'll just write down and remember, okay, this is the storyline that's going on over there. this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and this is what's going on over here, and that's what I'm supposed to be doing. So I know what I'm doing, and I don't go in one chat and start talking about the other storyline, because I've done that before, and I don't want to do it ever again. So for me, write it down so I know where I'm at.
Gotcha.
You do it constantly because you go into tangents.
Yeah, I know. Odds, it's your turn. If you were to play a heel in one Fed and a face in one Fed, how?
Oh, like I've done?
Yeah.
There's no real takeaways for me. This is this is second nature to me.
Okay.
It's second nature to me to do to understand that on this show I'm this is because of how many calls that I have that are either face or heel or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So it's just like, oh, if I'm playing the face, I'll just do this. If I'm playing the heel, I'll do this.
Yeah, I've been nowadays I don't really need to, because every single time I do something, somebody is watching the show and they're like, oh, they've turned heel. I better do that for my show.
Okay.
And never ask them to do it. I'm just like, oh, okay. Do what you want.
And that's also kind of how I am with my show, where it's like if I have a character that I turn heel or I turn face, and they're a heel or a face on another show, you don't have to change them. Like, I'm not forcing anybody. I don't force anybody to like make changes. Even when
as I've said to Kyle privately, it's like the territory days.
Yeah.
Just some people are going to see both shows. Some are, most are not.
Yeah. Well,
and it's just good that we have a crew that when somebody does, they play along with it.
Yeah. Well, it's like I have someone who recently did a face turn over here, and I know she's elsewhere with like a completely different look. And it's just like, I'm not going to force anybody to have to download the updated version. It's like, you're fine using the version you have, and you're fine using her as a heel. And if you have the other two girls with her, you're fine using them as her stablemates. You don't have to have the exact Lady Incorporated group that I have currently on my show. You can have your own. You can have the version that is Jen Corso's Lady Incorporated. That's fine. I look at it like the territories in that aspect. It's like, if they're on another show, she can be doing the Lady Incorporated shtick elsewhere. Right now, she's doing a completely different thing here, but it's the territory system. And yeah, you're gonna have an overlap in viewers and an overlap in people who are watching all the shows, but it's still fine. You know, it still doesn't bother me that, oh, hey, she has blonde hair somewhere else. All right, cool. She's using the attire I made at first. I love the Lady Incorporated attire that I made for her, but it was time for a change. I saw her character going a different direction, and I saw her reacting, and I saw the interactions between her and the group, and I was like, it really looks like there's an issue between them. And they were doing it naturally, and I was like, it looks like there's issues between all three of these girls, and they can't get along.
That and as everyone's seen with your show, you are never satisfied with keeping things as a status quo for more than a month.
Yeah, I know. I have really bad, I need to change everything every 5 minutes syndrome, and I'm trying to work on that. I am. I'm trying to control that. I have a really bad tendency to want to change everything every 5 minutes. I'm doing a lot better with it this year. A lot better. Last year was terrible with that aspect, but I'm doing better with it this year.
I'm going to do this, and then proceeds to never do it.
Yeah, I know.
Or I'm going to do this.
Hey,
proceed. Never do it.
hey, this
Or
year,
to do something completely different.
this year I'm actually following through. I followed through on most of the things I've said I'm going to do. So
Well, that's a good start.
we're starting somewhere at least. It is a start. So Samurai,
Yes.
same question. If you were gonna do the whole 2 character thing again, or heel on one show and a face on the other, how are you gonna manage, or how would you manage it this time
I would
around?
probably make sure I figure out which call it is, and then just figure out something with the owner on what the fuck they want me to do.
Okay.
So it's like I want to make sure like you tell me straight up like, okay, I need this person as a face here, or I need this person as a heel here, or whatever the case might be.
Yeah.
Just so I know how to write the characters and figure out, okay, how would this character act as a face, or how would this character act as a heel? God damn it. I just looked over and see Mackenzie.
God bless you, Scorpion. Oh my god. Oh man. I'm trying not to.
Or Big Show in
Yeah.
have everyone turn heel every month, week or so.
Fuck. Universe did that to me last year. The way that Universe was booking it, literally, I felt like most of Kyle's characters were Big Show.
For some reason, despite the fact that they were never supposed to be that way.
All of your baby faces, Universe just went heel, 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 heel. I'm watching it going, no, 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 no. That's what brought on the Delvin heel turn, by the way. I had to save Kyle. Because the first thing that they did was Kyle was supposed to have a match on opening night, and he was the undisputed champion. And Universe up and went, yeah, we're not going to book him. So he just disappeared, and I was like, well,
Like, what?
Yeah, what happened? So then to get around it, it was, oh, well, someone slashed his tires, and he couldn't make it to the arena. So the whole thing
I think that was my doing.
Yeah, that was your doing. You were like, someone slashed his tires, and he couldn't make it to the arena. So I'm like, all right, well, who slashed his tires? Who could have slashed his tires?
I think I had American Phoenix do it.
Yeah, you had American Phoenix do it. So, or Phoenix took credit for it.
Yeah, Phoenix.
And it made it so much easier to then just fall right into the story.
I think
yeah.
She's pretty much the same. Other than that second attire that I really don't care for. Yeah, I'm gonna delete this attire. I don't know what I was thinking here, but I've never used it. Here, you guys can see this horrible attire. Why not?
Blinded by the light.
Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking here, but...
Up in the night, blinded by the light.
This is one of the worst attires that I've ever made.
Holy glow, Batman! That looks like something I would find on CC.
Oh,
there's maybe a future episode that we'll probably do.
And the
Let's Talk Kasha podcast reviewing calls on CC edition.
Oh God.
We need you know what? We need to do it as a tag at some point, just like look up a tag or some shit like that, or potentially just I don't know, make a tag and just go. All right, all of you, 1 week, make whatever you want, post them up on CC. We review them.
I'm good.
Actually, I'm fine with that. That'd be kind of cool. It's like, make your characters, put them up there, and we will go look at them. And as you guys can see, my game literally just crashed. So that's why it disappeared from the screen. It crashed.
I noticed that. I was like, huh.
Huh, his screen.
What happened?
Game's gone, it crashed. So, yeah. Fun times. Cool. I do need to do an update.
Blaze, but you can't do that here. That's literally what they've been called. Greater wrestlers. I know you hate that word, but it's in the lexicon for creator for what we do. It's been in the lexicon forever.
Rate my call. Rate my call.
Here's the other thing I just thought about, though. There's a buddy of mine that does the exact same thing we're thinking about.
That's fine. It's technically not.
I know.
But what?
I'm just saying that, but I could just say we got inspiration from him. So
yeah,
that's true. But at the same time, we can technically do it. We can technically do it because a lot better than some YouTubers that try to review cause. Because we actually are creators.
Yeah, true. See if we can get the screen back up here. Just prefer digital wrestling when you talk the art form. Yeah, that makes sense. Cause
it does make sense. That's why if anyone has noticed, since I've palled around with LTD and Blaze, I've pretty much used interchangeably since then digital wrestling and call wrestling, and more often than not have actually leaned more into using the term digital wrestling.
When talking of the wrestlers, it is called Creator Wrestler. Yep.
Yeah. And especially with this hobby, with this hobby, it's gone through so many different names. You could pretty much it doesn't really
whatever you want.
It doesn't really honestly matter.
I say call, you say digital wrestling.
Yeah, it's been called call. It's been called call wrestling. It's been called eFeds. It's been called digital. Obviously, Blaze came up with digital wrestling.
Tomato.
What was that?
You say potato, I say tomato.
My point is, it's had enough names that any name will do at this point.
Ooh, potatoes with tomatoes.
It pretty much can just be called a hop. It pretty much we can pretty much just say it's a hobby. It's our hobby.
True. This is true.
Yeah, unlike someone like Dink Ops, we actually that tries to review cause. We actually are creators.
Welcome back to Joy Penguin.
Welcome back.
I still call it eFeds too because it's an electronic federation. Yep,
that is true. Actually, that has become more used in the lexicon now than call wrestling was.
It's one of my
saying it. Calling it call wrestling just shows my age of how long I've been doing this, because that was the main term for it in the lexicon when I started watching in like 2005, 2006, 2007. that just shows how old I am.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're an old there, buddy. Waiting for it.
Ain't denying it.
I know.
I've been in this hobby near 15 years.
Yeah, I was thinking about
and longer if you count me just watching it, not being a part of it.
I was actually thinking about it, and Delvin has been around now for 13 years.
Yeah.
I made him in 2010. Actually, he's been around for 14 years. Holy shit. Yeah. I was like, wait,
same
what?
As Chris. he's been around the same as Chris.
Been around 14 years. Little Mighty Mouse pipsqueak. And I say that very endearingly. Exactly. There's no right way or wrong way to do it.
That is the beautiful thing that I've noticed. And there's so many different types of shows out there, and I'm gonna say something that one of the people when one of the people that I watched that got me into doing this hobby said to me on stream, and I'll say about other shows. It's beautiful seeing how this hobby has grown, and how many shows that there are out there. When seeing how little shows there were at one point.
Yep. Hold on.
And the funny thing is, this new generation, when Blaze came, or when people like Blaze started coming around and doing shows, when Twitch started coming around doing shows, when Team 5-Star came around, started coming around doing shows, it was at a point where this hobby had lost some of its major players, major shows. The people had gone on. They retired from it. They went off and did adult stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So all these people just moved into those spaces and fit like a glove.
Yep.
Yes. That's the beautiful thing about this hobby. Is that it's like a cog on the wheel. Take one cog out, put another cog in, and the machine keeps rolling.
Yep.
Ow.
And also the major reason when we do that episode of reviewing the shows on oh, God bless you, Blaze.
Kind of adult stuff. Hey now.
God bless you, Blaze. Yeah, he knows it. Obviously, even if you didn't say joke, I knew it was a joke. It's just my poor play on words. When we finally do review Just Cause on CC, trust me, guys, it's not just gonna be all critiques. It's not gonna be pure hate. We're actually gonna give constructive criticism.
Positive feedback. I'll probably have to use my other I'll probably have to use my PlayStation account for that one, so we could actually go in and download them and then like really look at them. So I like when I download a call, I usually like to like.
It ain't even download it. Just right. Do it like people on CC do. Just look at the call from CC.
Mm-hmm. Gotta fix something about him.
Yeah, Blaze, we get it.
We always know you're all busted. That's the beauty. That's the beauty part of it.
Oh. Gotta fix something with him. I noticed it a long time ago and never fixed it.
So you're lazy?
No. Will not admit to that. There we go. It just blends it better, that's all I was trying to do. Because the logo is not the same texture. Or wasn't the same texture. Anyway. Well, we know we're not getting any positive feedback from you, Rex.
Well, of course.
I'm just gonna tell y'all doo-doo, caw-caw, ew, hee. Oh my god! I would laugh my ass off if that happened. I could see it now. He has it labeled as the Radio Rex podcast. You go to start it, and all you hear is you hear "Hi everybody," and then he gets like power bombed through a glass table, and Blaze jumps in. This is actually a Get Blaze podcast.
And then you hear the song "Get Blazed."
Not trying to give you any ideas there, Blaze, but that would be funny as hell. I would laugh.
How many? That Blaze must have a. Blaze must have a deposit on those coffee tables.
I think so.
He just keeps freaking goddamn throwing his ass through.
Yeah, Blaze, how many of those, or how big of a deposit do you have on all those coffee tables? I have a way of doing that. Sorry. Whoopsies!
it gets worse when you try to tease him of things that you're gonna do. I know from experience because he'll sit there, Beetle will, and guess, and then he'll stumble upon what it is, and then he'll partially get mad at himself for figuring it out.
Yep. That's me in a nutshell. That is literally me in a nutshell. I will guess and guess and guess and guess and guess. It got to the point at one point where I was finally like, "Stop guessing! You're gonna drive me insane." And I was like, "What is it? This?" He's like, "Stop it!"
Yeah.
There we go. Color match.
The most positive Doug Rain is Tickler.
Oh no!
Oh no! So
God
Such a kind of Home Depot.
God damn.
That's a hell of a supplier.
Yep. Well, I like it gas and gas and gas and gas, and they've rolled it. I remember that too. Sounds like best. Dang, we had a static attack there. Ah! There it is again. All right. Do we have anything else, gentlemen, that we would like to cover today?
Nope.
Go sniff your own Farthrex and get lost. Alrighty. Well, in that case, I do believe we are out of talking points. So On that note, guys, it is time to close up shop.
The shop is closed. Please take all your gear and please take everything that you're about to purchase from the shop and set it up on the table. We'll have new information to purchase next time.
The heck?
Also, no refunds.
Exactly, no refunds.
What? I'm so confused right now. Anyway, we'll see you guys later, and you'll see me Wednesday night and Friday this week for GM mode. Yay! All right.
Exactly. The shop is closed. Now get out of here.
We'll see you guys all later. This stream is...
Bye.
The stream is bye. No. This stream is... Wait, hold on. You don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell out of here. I want a refund. Crap!